Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Dead End Skylines. It's already going to be damn foolish right now. Guys, welcome back to another episode. Today, we are going to be fixing some of the issues that we have now created. Now, by creating the new updated version town of Crude and adding more residents over there, and with the roads that we kind of set up, the infrastructure was not meant to be able to get people to Crude like it's trying to do right now. We never destined to have a larger city over that side of the river. We never destined to have the traffic transfer themselves to that side of the river as much as they are right now. And I have no idea what this is, but it's causing us issues. Because we never planned for it, it's just happening. It's just happening, and we're just taking hits left, right, and center. What I need to do is take a look at the cargo lines for the trains. I need to sort out the roundabout for the highways. I need to sort out the highways, some more on and off ramps, just making sure that the traffic can flow through a whole lot easier. Now, guys, if you are enjoying this, I want to see more, please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new in here, make sure you do subscribe so you're notified when that next episode does come out. But we are back. Now, bunch of problems and issues that we do have. One, I got to sort this roundabout out right now. I got to allow them to pass over rather than trying to interact. I could bulk this up and make it like a 2-lane entry point and whatnot. Many things I can do, but we're going to play around with first doing like an underpass to go over, because this road is a 4-lane road up to that point. It just kind of makes a little bit more sense. We need to sort out all the train lines here because they're a little bit skedaddling all over the place right now. We got rid of this. Turns out they can fully function with just the airport alone. So it does mean I can change up the train lines. We've got to implement an on and off ramp just here as well to stop people driving through Crude to get to the highway. They can literally bypass it by just coming straight down rather than down, up, then this way. We seem to have a lot of traffic over here. Well, when I did start the game, this backlog was all the way up to there. What I quickly did, just to make sure it did move, we'll just free this. I realized that this comes straight into there, into the car park. Bit awkward, but we'll try and upgrade some of these roads anyway to make the flow a little bit more easier. And we're going to see how things go. We've got a bit of a commercial demand too that we're going to try and spend. So lots of things we do need to take care of before we can progress any further. I might even think about bringing in a passenger train line too. I just don't know yet where to bring it in. That also is going to be very interesting. We're going to see how it rock and rolls. So anyway, guys, let's jump straight into it then. So, first things first then, we'll work with the train line because that's something that can kind of eventually sort itself out as time goes on. So how you got to think of it is, right, if we don't have this, so I can kind of low-key get rid of this, meaning I can get rid of the train line, connecting to it this direction, because they're more than happy to use the airport. It's perfectly fine for them. It hasn't hindered them. They're not screaming for materials, anything like that. It works. It works. That kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Planes can come into here. Trains can come into here. Now, if you then kind of micromanage it a little bit more, we have trains that are coming from this direction and obviously this direction. Now, nothing much is going on over here, but once we get more industry built up, there's going to be more and more train cargo coming to and from it. So we have it coming in here, going around, and this little strip or little section there is what's probably going to cause us some issues. So if we're coming from this direction, obviously you want to turn in to drop off the goods. Now, if you wanted to leave the airport right now and go in that direction, obviously you will come down here, do a left, go round, round and out. Now, to stop these guys causing issues on this junction, what if I made or deleted this? So the only way you could leave the airport and go that direction is by going this direction. That's good. That's very good, because you'll just come to here that way, which will avoid this junction and the train traffic just there. But then, if you're coming from this direction and want to go to the airport, you would have gone round here down, up in that way, which, again, you're competing with train traffic coming from this way. So, also, by deleting that, makes the train from this way come this way round and then in. So, we're utilizing both sides of the actual airport right now. The only thing is, let me just quickly pause. Not liking this. Really not liking it, so we'll quickly get this connected with like a new bend, a new curve for the actual trains themselves. So hopefully this works out then. Bam, 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 bam. We'll go decently wide, which that should be fine. And we'll make sure it kind of all drops to the ground. Bam, there we go. And we're quickly just smoothing it all off. So now by doing that and removing the train light, oh my goodness me, what happened there? That's not smoothing them. We've now opened up this area a little bit more so we could place down more kind of industrial if we kind of need to. But there we go. Simple, yet hopefully effective. Hopefully effective right now. So that's kind of interesting then. We've kind of hopefully utilized that a little bit better. I want to sort this out next. So again, back into pause. So I'm going to delete you, and delete you. Delete you, and delete you. They should now be the same length away. So if I go to the highway, we go treat it as a national road. So that should be a 10. That should be, is that a 10? Yeah. Now if I go by a, actually this is going to be a little bit more difficult than before. If I delete all of this, if I delete this just to there, we're going to redo this. We're going to redo it. So 10. Is that a 5? Yeah. So I do it like that, so I can do a 10 by 10 drop down. Do I do it as a tunnel, or do I literally create an underpass? I think we'll create an underpass. I think it'll be a lot nicer. If I did the same thing on this side then. So, oh, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to do it this side, isn't it? Holy moly. Because how everything wants to connect. Right, that there is the 5. That there is the 5. And if I just kind of stick it out like that there. Let's try that again. And I should now be able to do the full 10 shebang. That is a 10, right? Down by 10, which gives us a 5 spacing. Boom. And then we're going to anarchy this connection all the way to. Meaning I've got to create those like a little bit of an overpass. So it's a 3-lane highway. Bring it back up to normal. You gotta elevate it and then upgrade it. Beautiful. See, this is all slowly coming together. So the reason I did like that, then I made the 5 gap there, so I can then pull off a little run and get us connected. So I'm gonna have it normal styly, and okay, we'll move by another 5. And then on this, we'll try and do a 5 and a 5. And that's how we'll connect those into there. So we'll do another 5. Is that a 5? Oh, no, 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 no. So 5 by 5, and obviously I'll flip the runs the right way round. So you've got to go that way. You've got to go that way. Sweet, mate. Which means that will lead into that 4-lane road perfectly, but this is a 2-lane road. I don't know whether to upgrade that to a 4-laner. We'll see. We'll see. So that works wonders. I've just now got to get it all connected. So we'll pick... Actually, we'll bring this still. Do I elevate it? Let me play around with this design. Keep it elevated because obviously the land falls away from us slightly. And if I connect it into there. Oh, this could work. This could definitely work. Right, okay. So obviously I gotta flip this one round. Flip that one round. So even without me actually kind of adjusting slightly, it doesn't look too bad, but we'll slightly adjust a bit more to create... Oh, that one's already kind of swinging over. Okay, okay, interesting. Do you know, I didn't need to do... It was only that one there you kind of had to slightly adjust. Interesting. So there we go. That will be our underpass right now, which works. So we got an overpass and underpass. All the passes right now, which is looking really, really good. And then we'll bring it into these. So we do have to kind of connect it. So if I initially first just create the connection to get... this here connected to that, and then we'll decide and choose where the actual connection will take place. So there we go. So if I make sure that we are normal, not elevated, nice, And then if I utilize the slip roads, there we go, and bring that in 8 by 8, that will work perfectly fine for us. And in return, we'll then upgrade this. I don't know why I've got this tile of road, but we'll keep it to it anyway. And that works out wonderful. Now, this is a highway road, so I'm actually going to have to bring this back slightly. So about there, just so I can kind of get some kind of a wiggle. And what we'll do, I think we'll actually upgrade this to the 4-lane road. Is it too close to the edge of this? I feel like it slightly is, so what I'll do... yeah, bring it down. Or, yeah. I'm watching the edge. See, it kind of still bulks up a little bit. Right, that should be good. Change that bend slightly. Now, it does mean that these don't quite come into play as much. But these need to be upgraded then to a 2-lane road. So, can I do something here? Maybe bend it a bit more that way. Well, that should still work. It should still work. And then we have to get these guys connected. So. Why can't I elevate? What's going on? There we go. So then I'm going to keep the whole thing elevated because it's going to pass over to here. But with our connections right now, we shall do it with this one. Hang on, this is not going to plan. So there to there, and then we'll upgrade it because we got to decide where the connection is going to be for the slip roads. So just like that, good stuff. Oh, it kind of works out perfect for us there. So obviously, we are going to sort the slip roads out first. So 8 by 8, pretty much the same what we did previously. And then just upgrade this, going now over. So we've gave this road a little bit more capacity. And we shouldn't see too much of a difference. Granted, it's 2 roads here leading to a 2-lane roundabout, but it diverges into many different ways. Hopefully, it should be okay. So let's just sort these roundabouts out real quick. So sort you out. There we go. Bam. Sort you out. Bam. Should have all the connections on. Yeah. And then we'll quickly sort out the lane management there. I gotta sort it out here because sometimes they do like to turn, which is a little bit annoying. And that should be good. That should be good. One last thing I will sort out is this. They do like to stop and slow down. Is there traffic lights here? Yes. That is something else that's kind of annoying. So let's get rid of them. And junction restrictions just here. Continually the flow. And just in case... oh no, we're okay. We're already set over here. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So I can now go back to play mode then. And we'll give us a little bit of time to kind of run through. But we now should have a better connection for this junction altogether, which should make it flow a lot easier. Which then you should no longer see as much backup on the slip road just there. As everyone starts to now slowly go and use the underpass. That's pretty nice. That is pretty much like this. Just a little bit bigger. I think they're better that size. If this one was this size, I think that would be a lot more efficient. I really do believe it would. So traffic is going to be a little bit busy at the minute because people are currently got caught up in lanes that they shouldn't have been once I kind of press play. But look at how much more free it's now become. Glorious. And these guys are coming down right now, so I'm not sure where that train went to, but this one coming around. It's either, if it's using the airport, it will go left. If it's going to the right, it's going somewhere else. Interesting. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. So that works out well then. So hopefully this is something that will continue in this fashion. Not bad, not bad. So we've got to sort out and stop the peeps coming in this way, round and down. So we've got to create some kind of junction. I don't want to create it where they connect from both ways. I think I said last episode, I just want it where they can turn off and get to it and then turn from on it on there. Because I don't want to do it going in the other direction because it will kind of get caught up with this and it would make no sense to kind of connect from there down to here. It really wouldn't, because you can kind of go this way really quickly and, you know, split the traffic. So it's going to be like a one-sided junction in many ways. But before we do have a little bit of commercial demand I can kind of spend right now. And I kind of want to, you know, spend it. So let's go from here and just work our way all the way around. Just create this nice little shopping high street in a way. That will spend some of our demands. It's got water, right? Yeah. Keep us going. So this is going to be interesting because of the actual elevation changes. It's really, really high. Like really, really high right now. So we have to kind of work with it. And there's two ways I can do it. I can kind of pull it out. And I can kind of spin it round to kind of create and utilize more of the space by going over to come back down. Yeah, we'll kind of see what happens. So with it being that elevation, it is a 33. Okay. Now, granted, it will go over this, but I don't feel like it's gonna go too well. So if I just go this way by 10, and then pull up a 5 right there. Bam. Bam. Oh, hang on, I even got my connection sorted. No wonder it's going a little bit skawoosh. Right, and then obviously 6 by 6. Okay, that's how we're gonna play it. But it has to, obviously, the drop from there straight down, if you wanted it that simple, is too harsh. It's too short. So instead, we'll like come across and then kind of bend down, as the whole thing's gonna be bending anyway. There we go. So it gives us more time to drop the elevation and then pull ourselves in and push both junctions further away from one another so you don't have too much traffic in the middle. That's what I'm hoping for anyway, guys. That's what I'm hoping for. So I know that there is going to be, oh, it's a 22. That is a 21. So roughly not too far off. So if I select you and do a 5. If I select you and do a 5, I just need these two to bend to one another. That's literally all I need them to do. So, I'm now realizing what type of shape I'm going to be creating. Am I creating another sus junction? I think I am. I think I'm about to create another sus junction. Sediac! I'm calling the policeman. Right, if it will allow me to do it right now anyway. So, why does this connection never take place the way I want it to? Curve. Oh! There we go. Curve mode. So I want the whole thing to be elevated, just for now, because we'll decide how it all kind of bends round. Add that in. Do the same on this side then. Add that in. Like I said, another sus junction. Oh dear God. Right, but anyway, it's literally so I can have enough space to kind of create the bend down. We're now going to also, just to give us that little bit extra, elevate you. Now we're going to also, we'll have to terraform a lot of it too, but it all depends on the slope mode. So if I went from there to, let's say, oh no, that's not the slope mode. Hold on. From there. There we go, there to there. That's how the sloping would work. So it's a more of a natural slope than an artificial dramatic drop. And it should look pretty nice. I mean, the junction is... Oh, don't look at the junction. Don't look at the junction right now. So... Okay, right. Okay. So what we'll do then is we're then going to get it straight connected in. And what I'll do as well, which will be kind of cool, is I'll kind of filter it into 2 lanes so we can go both directions and turn in both directions as well. So obviously all this needs to be reversed. That way. That there needs to be reversed this way. I've just killed the power line off. Hold on. There we go. Let me just quickly do some terraining. Do you think I can push it back anymore? Or do you reckon that's going to be it? Yeah, we'll keep to that. We'll keep to that. Do I sink it to the ground on some of it? Let's find out. Oh, I do it to there. That's kind of nice. Alright, that works. So here then, we'll bulk it up as a 2-laner. And then split into 2 lanes this way so we can go in both. We can basically filter on twice as much traffic, is what I'm saying. So then up here, now the lane math is going straight out the window. I think that's a bit too soon. I think the lane math is going straight out the window right now. A 9 by 9. Because we're not filtering down. We're not filtering down right now 2 lanes to 1 because of how this all is here. Right, I need that 8. I need the 8 marker. So if I just go all the way in. Right, it's okay, it's going to be a 7. Fine. Let's pull it out a bit more. So, again, sorting this out. Yeah, we'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. I mean, probably going to cause issues. I mean, this one, to be honest with you, doesn't have to. That could go straight down there. Because it doesn't really matter too much. It's coming in, which will be probably the issue. We'll see what happens. You just never know. We'll see what happens. So, we'll quickly sort out these then. So, how I want it to work is, like, you can go straight on, but that's your turning spot, that and there, to utilize both lanes. So, you can kind of turn in twice as much traffic as you want. And these will go that way. Simple, right? So, hopefully then, as sus as it looks, that will stop vehicles coming down here, doing that turn to go through here, up the way here, hit that roundabout to then go out. There's a better system kind of set up for them. That's kind of what we're hoping for. That is kind of what we're hoping for. This seems to be going pretty well still. Oh, hold on. Too few services. Ah, maybe they did need the train line. Yikes. This is not good. What do we do? Do we add the trains? No, because they've got what they need. Right, policing. I mean, I'll add all the services that they could require. Like the policing and whatnot. Policing. We got fire there. We're going to add in a better fire station. I'm going to assume this is the services they are requiring first. As opposed to anything else. Does it say what it needs? I'm building more services nearby, guys. Like, you have right next to you a freaking cargo airport. What more do you need? Okay, them icons are now slowly going. I think it was those type of services. I think those buildings actually have leveled up. Right, them icons are slowly disappearing. Yeah. Right, we solved it. Dear God. People are using it both directions too, this. So hopefully it has... Oh, wow, it's dramatically reduced the amount of vehicles driving up this road. Wowzers. Okay. Great stuff. So while that is now slightly settled, very good, as the cargo train coming all the way in. How is this over here then? Is this still feeling the pinch? I know it wasn't a great setup down here. So what I feel like I should really utilize and do is these bulkier roads. So if I went for like a 4-lane road here. Oh, hang on, I'm going to get elevated. Down to there. To there. And basically also, again, like I said, what it allows us to do is to have this dedicated turning lane but straight on. Have that dedicated turning lane but straight on, so they could really decide where they want to be. But also it needs to have something very similar here. Now this is where I think I should do like a asymmetrical road leading in. Does that work? It works, but wrong way around. So same thing here. So what we're doing is, that is the turn. This is just straight on. So as they all approach here, they divide into many, many different lanes to kind of just filter them out of this tunnel a little bit quicker. It's not built the best, but there's a big chunk of traffic now coming down. I want to see how these operate this. So they're all coming down right now. Switching into their many, many lanes, which is good to see. And they should kind of disperse a little bit more quickly. He's utilizing the right turning lane. They're all now filtering out, using 2 different lanes. Good. So if you're going straight on, you're not getting caught up by these little turns and whatnot. I can see that being an issue. So I think what I should do here, allow them to all flow through a bit easier. And that just pushes the traffic through a bit more. See, now I'm pumping too much traffic through. I've gone the opposite way. But that should slowly get them all coming through anyway, like I said. Which it's now all slowly moving. There we go. Great to see, great to see. Should I disallow them turns? No, we'll keep that turning. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just causing myself a weird headache. Right, this has all gone to plan so far. This has all gone to plan so far. So do you think I should then take a look at passenger trains? I mean, if I wanted to bring a passenger train in, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I could connect off this and then simultaneously build a bridge along with that road. But where would you drop in the train? And what train station would I utilize? Because I wanted to take it, basically want to take it to Drought because of the multi-platform station that we do have. Kind of got to be a little bit careful with that. But, yeah, what station can we utilize? Do I do a normal ground station? Ground platform? I mean, the elevation as well, as it's coming up, is going to... I mean, I feel like it should be over on this side. But I feel like I need to do more road work over here before I can drop anything like that down. You know what I mean? So, if I find our little kind of point... Alright, hold on. So rather than 10, I'd do a 9, isn't it? Yeah. Nine. Because that's how we had to do the other ones. Because it all falls away and bends from us. But then if I did a... Okay, let's go for a 20. And we'll do a 10 by 10 bend. Was that a 10 by 10? Yeah. 10 by 10 bend. And where does it hit that? It hits it there. So if I go out by then another 10. 10 by 10. Which will be the crisscross just there. Very good, very good. And if I picked... Is it possible, would it work if I created a connection going all the way around? Let's find out. Obviously down to the ground. That works wonders. That does work wonders, which will allow me also to create said connection here. And then I think we should then build up our train station at this point. So connections there, well, there, over here, would have walking connections too, that we can utilize from the peeps. So a train station would be worthwhile to go. What do you reckon here? I mean, I don't want to do an elevated one. So let's say I did it here. And then it's perfect where I can then start to elevate it up to take it across. So I think I should do that and then figure out where the rest of the roads can lie. So I'm actually going to go across by... Right, elevate this up by... What is that level? Is it about a 10, you reckon? Right, I'm going to pull it across to there. And then just go all the way over. To about there. And let me see what a connection would look like here. Right. Ooh. Runs a little bit close to that road. I don't know whether to kind of run with that. Or kind of have that just there to kind of keep us slightly away from it. Let's find out. Let's find out. See, that's a bit better. It feels like it runs with it more naturally. And then straight up and over. Right, okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. So we just now got to sort out these changes. So if I chose this node here and just kind of brought this up to a point where I think is kind of okay for the elevation. Select you to then go down. So that's definitely high enough for that road. You down to here. Definitely high enough right now, but that's how the train network is going to work. So if I then you to, yeah, here, we'll work with it. So then you directly to over here, just in case there is some height differences. I don't think there will be. No, there isn't. So that works wonderful. And I'm just going to get it connected to this. So in reality, I want it connected as a nice little route cutting in. Just something as simple as this. It'll run on the same line, but I'll pull it into a different platform. Meaning then I've got to get this connected too. So if I elevated this by 7, brought this over like that. Am I asking too much for a bend there? I think I am. I think I am. But crazier things have happened. Right. Maybe switch the connection up instead. Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't think it's going to work that well. So instead I'll do it here. See, that is a bit better. I think. I don't know anymore. What is real life? Please don't talk to me. Right, here we go. Boom. Great stuff. I'm not a fan of this. We'll just stick to our normal. See, it works if it's like an even spacing. Oh, that's better. That's a bit more natural, isn't it? So that works wonders. We can officially have a train line connected in. So before I do continue, I just want to quickly get set up right now, some of the paths and whatnot. So at least we can bring people in here via public transport. So bringing this down, we're going to make it as walkable as possible. There we go. We have a crossing just, well, a walkway just here. So if I brought this about there. To there. I know that I got to create some kind of a crossing just here. In the middle of them both. And that makes it very, very accessible. Okay. So bringing you across. Bringing you across just there. So it makes it accessible to be able to get to point A to point B. I might do like a little bus route eventually that connects everybody up to the train station. But that should work pretty well for us. So the road does, or the train line does not drop away, but that's fine because they can kind of create. I mean, it's not, the town's not going to go too far behind the train station. I've just then got to change how I want some of this stuff to connect right now for the train line, because a lot of it comes in different platforms. As good as it is, I got to get it a little bit more connected. So I'm thinking, if I got you connected into there, which will allow me to change the yellows onto this platform, which will allow me to move the pink onto this platform. Oh, wait, hold on. I can move the pink over to that platform. Let's just throw them there for a second. Yellow back to... Where's the yellow gone? Right, yellow back to... here. No. I've messed this up royally. Why is the pink not moving? What's going on? Where am I? What am I stuck behind right now? Well, that's pink. Oh, okay. Well, let's try that again. Pink's there. I'm going to put pink here. Yellow is going to go here. Green will then go there. Okay. So the only two crisscrosses are happening for yellow and green. Right. And then what bits aren't being used? So that little bit there is not being used. It's a bit of a mess, really, isn't it? So I can get rid of that. It is a bit of a mess, but hey-ho. Shouldn't be too much drama. But what I am wanting to do right now, oh yeah, get rid of this, because no longer need this, is run that down with here, and before it pops out, if it will allow me, little connection there. So that is where my new route is going to go into. Hopefully. This is the Grand Central Terminal right now, boys. So from there, and then obviously we bring it all the way up to here. Just a simple back and forth, nothing too fancy. Just to bring people from all over the areas to the new crude. It should work out. It's only really one stop back and forth. But that then, we pretty much have public transport set up. If we want to, we could extend it in the future. I don't know if we would or not. But I'm just trying to do all the bare bones right now. Yeah. So it might reduce some of the traffic travels then. And the amount of peeps on the road. How's this doing? This seems to be doing pretty much okay. Worst case scenario, I can drop down like a 4-lane, or I could do asymmetrical roads so people can go straight on and continue and whatnot. I could do a little mini roundabouts if I have to, but I don't think it's going to be too much traffic to begin with. Right, are people on their way? Oh, is that the first dude on the bike right now getting over here ready to travel? Oh, he's cycling up on the bike. Let's go, dude. Let's go right now, boy. Cycle, cycle, cycle. Oh, there's somebody else over there too. Right, people are slowly making their way over. Glorious. Glorious. Which are now starting to get some more demands back, so we can really start to grow crude a little bit more. So it's orange trains that make their way over. There's 2 trains right now. I don't know how busy it's going to be. Line details. We have 3 trains altogether. I'm going to reduce this down to 1 for now until we do start to see like a real demand for them. But we'll see how it goes. This terminal is about to get so much more busier with that additional connection. But they're all coming in from different lines, so there should be no upsets and whatnot. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right then, so how is the train traffic? The train traffic is doing pretty good, leading and entering from both areas. These guys are no longer complaining, and they've got a few additional services, which is really good to see. This junction over here right now is working wonders. It's doing really, really well. Down here, no issues. Over here, no issues. I think we're kind of okay. Now, we still got despawn turned off this whole time. No despawning. Yes, we've got no despawning at the minute, so this is with, you know, maximum difficulties, and we're doing all right, mate. We're doing all right. Yeah, this is looking good. Lots of people now walking over. Hopefully, it does save a lot of journeys. Yeah. Right, I think we've fixed a lot of issues then. So this means then, now a lot of these issues are now fixed, that we have no issues with bringing traffic in and out of the new crude. Whether it be via like train, cargo, stuff kind of like that, passengers now, vehicles, and many of the different connections leading into it. We are pretty much got the green light to do a little bit more expansions. But by doing those expansions might also then reveal more weak points. But again, you just don't know until it happens. But we are now almost 8,000 people away from 100,000 in the dead end region. We ain't doing too shabby. We ain't doing too shabby right now. It's all slowly coming together. I'm liking how crude's going to look as well. It's all bendy. It's all wiggly. There's no uniform roads. You know, you're going to go this way, grids, that kind of jazz. It looks really, really good, doesn't it? I'm really excited. I'm going to turn this little section as well into like a little shopping area. But guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, good.